everyone, this is Mackenzie from the Gordon College Balance Center. Today we're going to work on progressing our static balance into more of a dynamic balance. So some of the exercises we're going to start off with are going to be similar to some that you may have seen on the other videos, and then as we go along we'll get into more dynamic or more movement with our balance. So what we're going to do is, before we start, I want to make sure you're in a safe place. So you can either be in a corner with a chair in front of you, you can be in your kitchen with the counter next to you, but just somewhere where you feel safe so that if we do some balance exercises, you can do them safely and comfortably. Okay, so the first thing we're going to start off with is, once you're in that area, you're going to bring your feet together. Okay, you're going to get your balance so you can curl your toes to kind of feel the ground, tighten your tummy muscles and your core, kind of squeeze your butt muscles, and just focus on a spot and get that balance. So keeping your center of gravity over your feet. If you need to for safety, you can kind of hover your hand or place a fingertip down. Once you feel like you have your balance, what we're going to do is we're going to close our eyes. So go ahead and close your eyes, and we're going to hold this for 30 seconds, really focusing on your balance and your stability. It's normal to have a little bit of movement, and you want to keep that movement nice and center, so trying to decrease the movement as much as possible. At any time, if you feel like you're going to lose your balance, you can open your eyes or touch your counter or chair. And if you find that this is too difficult to do, you can bring your feet a little bit apart. The goal is to have this exercise be challenging enough that you feel like you're fighting to keep your balance, but not so challenging that you can't remain stable, and you don't want it too easy that it feels like you're doing nothing. So again, we'll bring our feet back together, we're going to close our eyes, and we're going to hold for 30 seconds. And 30. Very good. You can open your eyes. Now what we're going to do is we're going to progress this to make it a little bit more challenging and kind of stimulate our vestibular system, or our inner ear, which is a part of our balance systems. So what you're going to do is we're going to close our eyes again, and now you're going to gently turn your head right and left. This is definitely going to challenge your balance a little bit more. You might feel a little bit more movement, which is normal. Again, you want to be safe, so either touching the chair slightly, bringing your feet apart a little bit, or if you need to keep your eyes open, you can do that as well. The goal is to be able to do this 10 times each side, and then 10 times up and down. So what we're going to do is we'll start with the side-to-side motion. So go ahead and close your eyes again, and you're going to turn your head to the right, and then the left, and the right. Get your balance, and then the left, right, and left, right, and left, right and left. Good. 5 more. Right and left. Right and left. You're doing great. Right and left. 2 more. Right and left. And right and left. Very good. You can look straight ahead, open your eyes, get your balance. Okay, 10 seems a lot longer than you think. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing, but tilting our head up and down. So again, you'll close your eyes, you'll get your balance, make sure you're steady, and then you're going to tilt your head up and down. Again, we're going to do this 10 times. Make sure you go within the range of your neck. There should be no pain. Some people find the up and down motion a little bit easier than the side to side. Go up, down, up, and down, up, down, up, down. 3 more. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Good. Look straight ahead. Open your eyes. Perfect. So that was kind of more of our static warm-up, meaning we weren't really moving. Now we're going to go into some dynamic movements. First, we're going to start with some marching, okay? So the purpose of this is to go nice and slow because we're thinking about controlling the movement. So again, if you need that support for your balance, you can. You can hover your hand. You can be near a counter or a corner. But what we're going to do now is we're going to tighten our tummy muscles and we're going to lift one leg up as high as we can. If you can hold it there for a second or two and then go back down. Same thing, we'll shift our weight over and lift the other leg up, really trying to maintain our center of gravity and then back down. If you can't hold it, that's fine, you just go at your pace. But we know if we can hold and stand on one leg for at least 5 seconds, that will decrease our risk for falls. So this is a great way to kind of work towards that goal of that nice control. So again, we're going to do 10 on each side. If you've been going with me, we've done about 3. So we'll kind of continue. So thinking nice and controlled, shifting that weight, tightening those tummy muscles, tightening our butt muscles, and then back down. And then up, and down, up, and down, up, and down, up, and down. 2 more on each side. You're doing great. It's normal to feel a little bit more unsteady, and you might even find that your balance gets a little bit better as you go. That is normal as well. And down. 1 more on the other side. And down. Very good. Okay, now we're going to add another activity or a dynamic movement. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do toe taps in different directions. And I'm going to show you at 2 different angles. First, we'll start with me straight ahead. Again, if you need that counter, you can. And what you're going to do is you're going to tap one foot. So I'm going to start with my right foot, and you'll go forward, to the side, and back. Okay? What you don't want to do is bring your whole weight forward. All it is you're keeping your weight on that left leg, and you're just tapping your right foot forward on the ground, tapping your right foot left to the side, and tapping your right foot back. Okay? We can hold it there for a little bit for balance. So you can go forward, side, and back. Okay, we're going to do 3 more on this side. So you'll go forward, side, and back. Holding for a few seconds. Forward, side, and back. 1 more. Forward, side, and back. Very good. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other leg, okay? So we're going to go forward, side, and back. And I'm going to show you from a side view. So you can have your counter, forward, side, and back. So you can see my leg staying nice and straight. My weight is always on the standing leg, and my moving leg is just moving and tapping for a little bit of stability. Good. Forward, side, back. I'm going to turn again, and we'll do a couple more. Forward, side, and back. You want to think of nice posture, no leaning forward. Forward, side, and back. One more. Forward, side, and back. Very good. So let's recap what we've done so far. We've done some static standing, so holding our feet together, keeping our eyes closed. We've added some head movement to really stimulate that inner ear. We've done some marching where we're really shifting our weight to side, and now some more stability where we're doing our toe taps. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add in some motion or movement, okay? So for this one, I'm going to face sideways so you can kind of get a better view. If you're at home by your counter, you can have your hands kind of hovering your counter. And what we're going to do is we're going to step to the side on two steps to one side with a high lift and 2 steps to the other side with a high lift. So let me demonstrate, okay? So you're going to do 1, 2, lift. 1, 2, lift. Okay, so we're kind of incorporating that movement, right? Stepping and then adding that high march in, really thinking of keeping that core nice and tight. Okay, so that's how it's going to look. Again, using that counter for support if you need it. Lift, and now I'm going to face forward so you can see me. 1, 2, lift. 1, 2, lift. Keep it going. 2, lift. 1, 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 2, lift. Again, you're really thinking about that nice core, keeping that stability when you lift that leg up, and taking nice big steps, shifting that weight over. You're doing great. We got a couple more to go. Lift. 1, 2, lift. 1, 2, lift. Very good. So that was our side movement. What we're going to do now is we're going to do a forward and backwards motion. And we're going to add in a little bit of arm movement. Okay? So I'm going to demonstrate first. You're going to step forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Okay? So we're going to, arms and legs are going to go at the same time. We're going to do some punching up when we step forward, and then we're going to do some punching to the side when we step forward and back. So again, you can go with me. We'll step forward and punch high and back. Step forward, punch high and back. Step forward, punch over and back. Step forward, punch over and back. Making sure you kind of rotate that body forward and up. Forward and up. Forward side. Forward side. Again, if you have weights, you could use weights with this one to make it more challenging. If you think about it, you have to be able to kind of step towards your counter, lift a plate, step back. So again, working on a little bit of that dynamic balance. So balance with movement and challenging different motions. If you need to hold on, you can hold on with one hand and do your punching on that one side. And then you can always turn and do it the other way. Okay? So again, doing whatever is safe for you. Okay, so let me get back into rhythm now that I've got distracted here. Go forward and side, forward, across, across. We're going to do 2 more each direction, so up and back, up and back, across, across, up and back, up and back, across, across. Very good. So hopefully you can feel a little bit of that heart rate up depending on how fast you're moving. We're going to do 2 more exercises today. This next one is only if you have stairs at home. If you don't have stairs at home, you can do some of that marching in place again. If you do have stairs, what you're going to do is you're going to go to the bottom of your stairs where you have a railing to hold on. What I'm going to use is a step. Okay, so I'm going to put the step down, and if you have that railing at home, you can hold on to the railing. Okay, you can pause me if you need to bring me to the place where your stairs are. And again, if you don't have any stairs at home that you can safely use, you're just going to march in place again during this activity. You want to be at the bottom of your stairs for safety, okay, not the top. And what we're going to do are some step-ups. So we've worked on shifting our weight in different directions, right? Adding some motion. Now we're going to work on stepping up, okay? So adding a little bit more power. So what you're going to do is you'll bring your right leg up onto that step, holding on if you need to for balance. And you want to think of bringing your weight forward and stepping up, okay? And then back down. The biggest mistake people make is they keep their weight back and they try to step up and they can't get forward, okay? So really thinking of bringing that weight forward and up and back down. We're going to do 10 of them on each side, okay? So go ahead and start. I'm going to turn my step sideways so that you can get a different view of my weight shifting. So again, it's shifting forward and up and then back down. Forward and up and back down. Good. Forward and up and back down, right? So getting that weight forward and up, and same thing back down. 2 more on the side. You're doing great. Up and down, and again, using that railing if you need to for safety. Sometimes I tell people you can just hover your hand so it's there. What we're going to do now is we're going to do the other leg, okay? So having your hand on that railing if you need it, and you'll step up and back down. 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 Up, back down, up, back down, up, back down, up, back down. So up with that left leg and back down. It doesn't matter which foot you go down with as long as you keep it consistent. Very good. Good job. So if you're by your stairs, you can stay here. If you're in your kitchen doing the marching in place, you can stay where you are. And we're going to end with 1 more static balance. That's a little bit more challenging. So I'm just going to move my step out of the way. And I'm going to show you this one from a side view. So holding on to your counter, okay, or your stairs, you're going to bring 1 leg back, 1 leg forward, almost like you're doing a calf stretch. And then what you're going to do is you're going to raise both arms up, or depending on your balance, 1 arm. So kind of doing that warrior pose. So I'm going to demonstrate both arms up, and we're going to hold this there. Again, thinking about that center of gravity, keeping your weight in the center, equal on your feet, tightening those butt muscles, tightening that core, nice posture. So arms up, Very good. We'll bring our arms down. And we're going to step back with the other leg. And arms back up. Good job. You guys are doing great. Make sure you're breathing. The other mistake a lot of people do is hold their breath, but we want to make sure we keep that breathing. Good. Very good. You guys did amazing at home. I hope you enjoyed today's dynamic balance class. We will be adding harder ones in the coming future. But right now, the classes that are available online, Jen's Tai Chi class is another great balance class that you can try. So I hope you all have a great day. Thank you.